Hi guys, this is me, Ruth. Welcome to my show. My name's Ruth, and I want to talk about some things that been on my mind. Some topics that I think are very important, and mistakes I've made in my life, and I want to try to help others and about it. But what I want to talk about today, I'm going to name it new and old relationships when you have kids. So first, I wrote some things down, so I make sure I get it much so all the information I want. Um, I think when you ending a relationship, whether you divorced yet or still living together, first off, you with a partner, very karma is going to get you if you're messing over that person, because if that's not the one that you want, that's not that's not being lovable or respecting another person if you are messing behind their back with somebody else and you still live with them and you say you care about that person. Karma's gonna whip you behind for one thing. But for those that are leaving that partner and y'all already have an agreement, to separate, divorce, whatever it may be, and you start a new relationship, I think it's very important that you don't bring your kids around so early. You know, um, to me, Steve Harvey said that you should bring the partner around your dating around the kids so the kids can tell their child molesters or whatever. But I would like to get to know the person first before I would let that person come around me. First off, I would advise anybody before getting in any kind of relationship is to find out more about yourself. Find out who you are. You know, I I used to have a lot of problems. In relationships, mainly because I didn't know who I was and I didn't heal the wounds from the past, from childhood on up, of all the things I went through in my household coming up. So I brought all them issues with me to each relationship, and all of them ended kind of crazy, or some of them didn't end. It just kept going. It's like, we couldn't shut it off. We just messed around and still talk, to other people. Or either just stayed away from each other a while, got back together, no foundation, no stability, nothing. So now I found out about the chart, then getting in astrology and finding about your chart and finding about yourself and who you are, and really studying that chart. I found a real good one. It's www.astro.com. And you pull on horoscopes, go down the natal chart, and fill out all information, knowing your birth time, and really study the charts. A lot of YouTube, look at YouTubers there, show you how to read the chart. But I find it very informative. It told me things about from my childhood on, even before I even came here, and how the struggles I was going through. It's not 100% accurate, but I say at least 80. At least you know about 80% of yourself. But I found it very informational. So now that I'm learning more about myself, I know the type of partner that I would want. What I really want for myself. So I would advise everyone to do that. Find out more about yourself first. Get to know what your likes and dislikes. Take your own self out. Date yourself for a while, before you put somebody else in there. And then your kids. Start finding out what they like. Go on astro.com and pull on their charts and find out more about your children and what they like and dislike and how you can make them better and become a better person and what's holding them back as well as yourself. Then add a partner in. And I wouldn't advise, to me, like some people I know, they would, let the partner watch their kids and take their kids over there, even when they're with someone. It's what message you telling your kids when you take your kids over somebody, another woman or man's house, and you with their mom, or dad, what are you teaching your kids? And then after you're separated, you bring around these people and you don't really know who they are. They could be demons in disguise, whatever. You don't know. Are they going to be for your highest good? You don't know that because you don't know them yet. But you steady bringing your kids around them. And what if they just want to break you and your partner up or mean you harm? You don't really know. So I wouldn't advise you leaving your kids around them. And, I was listening to a lady the other day and she was saying, well, what if they would put poison in your kids' food or drugs? While you're not there, or treat them bad. And if you don't have that bond with your child, they're scared to tell you anything. So, and just going on and, just ruin that child's life. So, I would advise you to get to know yourself first. Apologize, whatever the situation, or forgive. Whatever happened to your last situation, and forgive yourself. Then ask your kids for forgiveness. And get to know you. Like I say, get to know your kids. Maybe find out the partner you had chart and what happened to them in their life. So ask them some questions. If you want to get back with that person, if you don't have to. But it's still the kid's parent. So, you want to find out something so y'all can have some kind of bond between each other. And, just be careful with letting y'all kids go around new partners. I don't condone that. I made those mistakes, and I'm not going to do that ever again. And I advise my kids, and they're all grown now, but, I try to advise them as much as I can to don't do that. Get to know the person first. Because you might find out you don't even like the person, and you didn't introduce them and have them come around your kids, and, it's a disaster. And you don't want to have all these different girls and ladies around your children anyway. Like I say, give them a chance to have the best possible outlook on a partner. Don't throw your garbage in on your child, and make them think bad about men and women. Because I know that's what happened to me with my mom and dad. I didn't have a good view of men at all. And I'm learning, I'm learning. Because it was like, like men, they would say men have barefoot and pregnant. I was just like, a man is for just making babies and bringing the money home, and that's it, and that's not a good view. I had a distorted view as well for the things that one went through in my life, coming up. But, I'm learning. I've been really looking at my chart, trying to understand me and what happened and why, and about my parents, and looking at different videos on relationships, and really getting opening up my heart more. It takes some time, but I'm learning. And I'm teaching my kids as well, for the mistakes I made, me and their fathers, and so they won't make the same mistake with their kids. But, just some little things that I thought I could speak on and to be cautious of with your kids, because we don't want this hurt to keep going over and over and over every generation. And I believe in reincarnation. So then, you keep bringing it back. You at that same spot when you come back again. You want to do that. You want to graduate. You want to get to know, to move to these higher levels, these higher dimensions. So if you do come back, or each one of your family members come back, y'all can be in a higher level, even financially, So, that's just some things that I found out, and I thought I'd speak on, and you can tell me in the comments how you feel about it, or what you went through, whatever you want to tell me. If you like it, give me a like, Well, this all I have to say. It's my first show, so I hope y'all like it. All right, I'll speak again soon. Thanks. Bye. Thanks for watching.